What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So, you got injured and now what? First of all, huge disclaimer. This is not medical professional advice. However, I am the bro that you can depend on if all else fails and you're looking for something new. That being said, I will take you to 5 tips that I have for you if you want to get rid of your shoulder pain. I don't even know what it is. It depends on what you have, but currently I have another impingement of some sort, AC joint. Just do a bunch of tests in YouTube, just search and do some self-tests and you would know kind of what you have. Although it's not accurate, but you get close to it. For my specific case, I know that this will work because I had the similar case on my right shoulder. Of course, wear and tear, you're gonna get injured somehow even though you're being smart about it. It took me like years to even get some pain. So it's not that bad. Now, the left shoulder is a bit painful. I've been starting this routine for about 2 weeks and it's already getting better. So I'm excited to share it to you guys. Let's go right away. Tip number 1 is isometric holds. So what is that? It's just basically holding a certain position and putting some tension on the muscles, not as much as actually moving dynamically. And we're gonna get to that later on, but let's start with isometrics. First thing you wanna do, I'll show it on the right. Push this hand up against a rack for 10 seconds. I'm just gonna make this quick for demonstration purposes, so it might not take 10 seconds. So after that, you go 90 degrees on the shoulder and you lean against the power rack, push your hand inwards. So this works your internal rotation. After 10 seconds of that, do the external rotation counterpart for 10 seconds again. 10 slow seconds, count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and make sure you get the 10. I recommend repeating 10 seconds for 3 sets each, probably once or twice a week, because we have other movements that I want to show you. Okay, so now we have 3, 1, 2, 3. Another way is from here, you just step back a little bit, extend your arm and put it down. Now in this position, you push your arm out again. The tension is up to you, as long as you don't feel pain. We don't want to work through pain. Okay, there you go. And to finish it off, we're gonna do the back side. So push it back there and try to create tension. After that, I'm gonna show you 2 more with resistance bands or cable or anything that you have. A towel. This is one that we have. So just a loop resistance band, but start light. So nice and 90 degrees. From here, you retract your shoulders and then you extend your arm outward. External rotation. Shoulders retract, pull, hold for 10 seconds. And the last part would be some sort of W hold. I will use this heavy purple loop band. So loop it around your arm, create a 90-degree angle. First, you externally rotate using just your hands, and then you go up. This is especially really good if you have pain on the overhead part of your movement. I'm sweating like crazy because it's summer in Japan and I have no aircon in this room. Again, externally rotate. Notice that my elbow is not under my wrists, and that's the point of it. So this one teaches you full control all throughout that motion. Number 2 is movement and stability exercises. So this one, I'd seen this before with the Squat University channel. But basically this is called the Lock 3. And for the first movement, you just lay on the floor. Don't put too much stress on your forehead. Just lightly rest your head on the floor. Palms up facing the ceiling. And try to raise your hands. After 15 reps to 20 reps, turn your palms down. And depending on how big your arms are, it'll be hard to actually tuck your arms next to your sides, but just try as much as you can. So when you do this movement, think of eggshells under your hand. So when you lower it, you have full control and try not to crack that eggshell. Try it for 15 to 20. Again, you don't need much of a load. You can start with body weight, but then progress with small dumbbells after. And this is the end of the movement. The third part. After that, your shoulders should be nice and warm and ready to fire. Now, because I believe in training what you can train while still being careful and fixing your injuries, what I absolutely hate is staying away from moving, and that's actually contrary to what the doctors will tell you. I do believe in still strengthening what was injured in a full range of motion. So it's like strengthening your injured muscle, so then you bulletproof yourself and you won't get the injury back again the next time. I'll show you some quick exercises that we can do. So the first one is a landmine. You can prop up a bench against a wall. I have an actual dedicated landmine set up here. We're actually doing it now on the right side. Nice and stable stance, core tight, neutral spine here, and make sure you press using your shoulders. Press up. For the most part, this is easier and it's less intense on the joints, especially the AC joint, because as you notice, it's limited on the elevation. It has an angle of press. Obviously, it'll be harder when we go up higher. It'll be more painful if you have AC joint irritations or other shoulder issues. When you can manage a pain-free movement, you can even press it more. You can go as high as you can without pain. So we never want to push past pain of 2, a 2 out of 10, as long as you're being safe and not pushing yourself too much. So that was pretty good. So you can still train and do your pressing movements with the landmine. And if you have a fear of, losing your muscles, I know that's a real thing. And sometimes it happens to me. Push it a little bit close to failure. Go up the rep range, about 15 to 20 reps. Go higher and less load, you'll be okay. Good news is the minimum effective dose for building muscle or maintaining muscle is really low. Once that pressing movement is done, we can now focus on exercises to fix the muscles. What happens with the injury, it causes some imbalances because of how we trained or because of the injury itself. So now everything is not working properly. Starting with the band pull-aparts. Pretty simple. All you need is some sort of a band. You can do a TheraBand, you can do a loop band. Just go as light as you can for the first time. What you want to do is get a nice grip, and first you retract your shoulders back and then you pull to the side. Hold it for 5 seconds. One more time. Retract, pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I recommend doing that for a total of about 10 reps. All right, so after you've done that, I'll show you one more that actually I learned from ATG. I like their concept because they don't teach you to stop moving. They don't tell you to just rest. Ideally, you want a bench for this movement. All right, so lie on an inclined bench, ideally 45 degrees. That'll do. Put both feet on the seat pad, both knees, I mean. Then, this is called a power raise. Notice that the emphasis of this movement is on the lowering part. I lower it for about 4 seconds. I'm only using 2 kilograms for demonstration, but I started with 2 and now I can do about 6 kg. And pretty soon you'll see some difference and you'll see a lot better result with your injuries. So about 8 reps minimum, and that should be good. For balance, you should ideally do it on the other side as well, not only on your injured side, but please start on your injured side so you can balance it out. You can also do the shoulder external rotation exercise like what I'm doing here. I start with as low weight as I can, minimum of 8 reps. Highest rep would be 15, and try to lower it slowly. And some honorable mentions, of course, the pullover. I love this exercise for healing your shoulders. You can also do the trap 3 on the left side of the video. Lie on an inclined bench, raise the dumbbell up, and try to fight the gravity when it's going down. Tip number 4 is stabilizer exercise. If you have the kind of like a bamboo bar, short bar, any kind of bar that is light and short. I'll show you the B-roll here. If not, you can use a kettlebell, upside down kettlebell, and that just offsets the balance of the equipment. Worst case, you don't have those. I'm using this stainless dumbbell that I could grip with my hand. The reason why we're doing this, obviously it's shaking. That's engaging all of the stabilizer muscles that I have. It's teaching my muscles how to fire properly in the overhead press. It'll help you become stronger in the full range of motion as well as heal your injury. So about 10 reps, slow your eccentric, slow down. Let your arm go where it wants to go when it stabilizes it. The drawback is if it fall down on your foot, that's another injury, or your floor will be dented. So that is why there's more pressure to stabilize it. Whew, that's a burn. On to our final tip, which is tempo work. Tempo work is very important because it'll teach you which muscles you're supposed to use, which muscles are supposed to fire. Same thing as our stabilizer exercises, but this one, you're doing the actual press motion. I like to grip it elbows in and palms out. Don't worry about that. It's just a more mechanically advantaged position. Tempo work means slow down, slow up. You would be surprised what kind of feeling you get with this exercise. Some muscles work more than others. I definitely feel my left is really suffering because that's the injured side. It's already shaking. Again, we don't want to work through pain. If you have pain, make sure it's just a 1 to 2 out of 10. This is also pretty good as a last finisher move. Try to put a loop band on your wrist and resist. Create tension and slowly lower it down 4 seconds down, 4 seconds up. If you start feeling pain, put more tension and slowly lower it more. If you don't have a loop band, you can also just fold a light resistance band and that'll work just as well. And as a final move, use the bench and do a barbell tempo work. 4 seconds down to 2 to 3 second pause and 4 seconds up. Try to roll your shoulders back the whole time. Those are 5 tips. I hope I helped you out. Appreciate if you can like, subscribe to the channel. It'll help me grow and give you guys more content. And let me know in the comments if you are doing the same type of exercises, if it helped you out, or if you have extra tips for everybody in the community. It's been fun. It's Kevin from Home Gym Gains, and I'll see you on the next one.